Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to go through the team. This is the reason why I don't go through and start too early in the season or pre-season and scratch my head, because I've gone through about 1,000 times today just to change my team, and probably throughout the week even triple that. So just looking at, I woke up at 4:30 this morning, couldn't sleep, so what the hell, I just woke up and looked at some of the stats, some of the Supercoach scores from some of these guys, and this is the team I've got today. It's definitely going to change again, but it just looks really unique. Or I haven't really watched anyone else's videos, so I didn't want to really get brainwashed into certain players. I just wanted to try and be a little bit creative and see if I can work things out myself first before I actually do what everyone else is doing, in case I've missed something. But yeah, within reason as well. You copy someone, but you don't want to copy anyone really. If you start copying people, the thing is, if you get one wrong, you start falling behind, and then you keep copying them, you get a lose. So it's not really worth it. But anyway, I picked Ridley thinking that 504,000, 100,000 cheaper than the main guys, Stewart and Doherty and Sicily and all that. Gets the kick-ins. Hopefully, he gets a better season. Usually, players do have one off season in between their good seasons. Could this be it? A little bit older now. Now Himmelberg, 499, same thing. We're trying to just make a little bit of value here. 499,000. Duncan, I found the list, funny enough. I was just quietly going through the list of players, just seeing if I hadn't missed anyone. And then this guy popped up injured. So round one, round two back. If he gets midfield time, which we know he does, who knows? He could average 110, 120 maybe. Who knows? In the defensive line, that's massive. So I don't know. He doesn't stay on the field enough maybe. If he gets a good full season, this would definitely be a really good dark horse to have. Quite a unique option as well. You got Yao. The only reason why I wouldn't go Yao is another thing. He gets injured quite often. He's probably a little bit older now too. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked too much into Yao. I remember in the midfield, he was okay, but he'd fall short under the normal premiums. But in the defensive line, I think he might actually be up there with the rest of them. So could be a decent option. But the reason why I wouldn't go him, you'd have to trade him out because he gets injured. But he might be. But then the plan B is you trade him out when he makes the cash. So that's a win, unless he gets injured first up. Gimby, everyone seems to have. Chester, I'm not really sure. Is he just a bullet? Everyone got him as the R3 maybe. I mean, you always got to have a player that, just in case the VC's right, you've got some of the loophole. I've had it before where I've had a whole side play, including the bench. Every single player get nominated for round one. Didn't have that guy that's not playing, and then I missed the VC. It was quite sad. Yeah, anyway, so I don't know if Chess is actually an R3. Wilmot looks really good. King Cotter, I am a Carlton guy. He extremely well. It all depends if they're going to get game time and if they get nominated for round one. Sometimes, dude, you can look at and work out just by the percentage of players or people or the coaches that have got them in their sides, and you can usually find out who to get in your rookies that way. Bonapelli sneezes, he gets plus 30, plus 20. Could probably have him inside. Brayshaw as well, 615. I think with Brayshaw as well, you definitely know what you're going to get. And another year again, he's going to build up on top of what he's got. He's definitely got skill, he's got speed. About 2 years ago, people got him in too early, but I think last year he was just reaching that sweet spot, and I think this year he's going to even go one up again. I did even have Will Brodie on the side at one stage, funny enough, so he could be another option as well. I mean, everyone laughed at the guy at work a couple of years ago when they had McRae in the midfield before he had midfield status. The first season where he's just a midfield, and a lot of people didn't go him. But he's definitely, Will Brodie could be the next McRae. You never know. Jack Steele tackling beast. You got to go in 604,000. So you'll just notice that instead of getting the Laird and the Oliver and the Neil, I'm sort of trying to save money, but at the same time, still trying to make sure the guys that I've got in my team are going to be in the best top 8. Josh Kelly is a bit questionable though. Can he stay on the field? We all know how clean he is. If he stays on the field, he's going to go extremely well. Can he get a 115? I'm not sure. 110 average in the season. Not really sure there. So really questionable trade that someone to have in your side. Davies looks like he's going to have a breakout season. So I'll put him in the side. He looks extremely ready to go. So many high scores last year. Looks like could be the go. Could be good, unique. Hopper everyone's got, and hopefully he just fits in well and just, stepping stone for someone who you get to a premium level. Ashcroft, everyone will probably have. Supposedly he's going to be a keeper, but I don't think so. We'll probably trade him out eventually when he gets 550, 500,000. Baker, everyone's got. I'm not sure what the hype is about Baker, but we just put it anyway. Constable, Gilby, Drury, just trying to save money there. Instead of having the guys that are worth 180,000, 170,000, trying to squeeze in a bit of extra, just extra value there. Grundy, 512,000. So someone who averages 100, and the Rocket last year, especially after the Grundy Gorn era, no one's really averaged really huge compared to those two. So I think taking the risk at 512,000, especially when the rest of the field probably won't score that much higher, and then his opponent, well, Gorn's on his team, but I don't think it's going to probably affect their scoring. But Grundy does get a lot of balls. Oh, gets a lot of balls. He gets a lot of the ball around the field anyway. And then you got Marshall. I don't know if he's going to stay on the field, Marshall. So everyone's picked him, but more than likely, I want to go someone like a Witz maybe. Witz averaged really well last year, and he's definitely going to be probably almost number one ruck of the year, I think. Just looking at stats, because I'm a statman. So, I don't know. I really think I want Wits on my side. I did have English. I looked at English, but I think really want Wits on my side. Madden, I think it's just an R3. He's going to have your bullet. So, I'm not really sure. Chester or Madden, I'm not really sure about those guys. Toronto hopefully fits in the side. 503,000. Maybe I'll go Cognilio instead. Cognilio, we already know what we're going to get for 50,000 more. He's going to get a lot of game time. Taranto's still got to fit into the side. 503,000. Is he going to be? We know he's a gun, but is he going to be a gun at Richmond? We don't know. Gordon, another thing too, he's had a really good preseason. Hopefully, he backs it up. So he's done some amazing kicks for goal. Really on fire. But some of these guys that can score extremely well preseason and turn up, not turn up in the season. So, but a little bit cheaper option again. A lot of people have went Dunkley. Dunkley, new team, 600,000. Do I want to take the risk? Probably not for 600,000. I mean, everyone thinks it's probably a safe option. He's just going to be, get 30, 35 possessions a game. That might be the case. But we can get him later. And we can make value in it somewhere else instead at the moment. So we can probably go Dunkley later on. If he goes well, we're going to lose maybe, 50,000? If he goes up to 650,000, we'll just have to wait and see what Dunkley does. We put Cameron in. I do like a good forward ruckman. I think they can definitely average quite well. And could be a sneaky option to have in the forward line. And we can definitely swing him around with Madden as well. Or someone with an R3. And do some cover, especially during the buys as well. So we'll have to look at the buys a bit more, and then see if we can have some better loopholes, especially with the buys as well. Huntington, very cheap option, probably in the same category as Duncan, but he's a little bit older, plus probably a little bit more injury prone. So that's another thing too. A little bit sneaky, does get a bit of midfield time. Fife is another thing too, but he's cheaper, and we can always trade him out. A lot of people might think it's a keeper, but I don't know if Fife actually stays on the field long enough to be a keeper. So once he gets 500,000, 550,000, Keep him at your own peril, I guess. Sin, Green, Davey. Some of these guys, a lot of people have already got in, and there's a bit of rumours that these guys are going to get a lot of game time in their team. So, anyway, guys, this is the team today. It's going to definitely change, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are you guys doing? And yeah, I'm definitely going to change things around here. The things that I'm probably going to set on is probably Himmelberg, probably set on Yo, Bonapelli, Brayshaw, Jack Steele. They're the ones I'm stuck keeping. Ashcroft keeping. Grundy probably keeping. Golden, Cameron, Fife. They're the ones I'm keeping. Other than that, the rest are hit and miss from here. But yeah, as you can see, there's going to be a lot of questions asked. And you go through it another day and there's even more questions asked. Oh, we got to ask more questions and answers. But yeah, anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just thought I'd chill out and just go through the whole rigmarole of this team, and hopefully you guys are just making ends meet, working out what you guys are doing. I mean, usually what I do in the midfield at the start of the season, I go top heavy. I usually go spend so big, but this time we're sort of reluctant, not going to spend 700, 699. You know, there's so many players over 650,000. It's just not worth it to me. I can definitely fit more in the team. And look at the forward line. If they all play, I don't have to stress about trading. I don't know. This is just a unique option. And let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you next time.